So I wanted to acknowledge self-care and talk about it, why we need it, and what does self-care look like, and really just to raise your awareness around the importance of looking after yourself. So self-care, what is it? A lot of people think self-care is about having a hot bath, having candles lit, kind of vegging, doing nothing maybe, and potentially it's very selfish in people's opinions. Self-care isn't selfish. Self-care is an absolute necessity. So I don't know if you've ever heard the phrase, you must put on your oxygen mask first so that you can then be useful to others. If the plane's going down, put your oxygen mask on first. Self-care is like that. It's really important to understand what your needs are. And when we're talking about needs, everybody's needs are going to be fairly similar potentially, but the one thing that every human needs is downtime. It's a good idea to get comfortable with being still, and some people can't sit still without something to concentrate on. But sitting still, the art of sitting still, is about letting your body rest. It's good if you can let your mind rest as well, but it doesn't have to be about your mind as much as your body. So when we talk about letting your body rest, it means being still. And when we talk about your mind having rest or respite, it's about zeroing in on something that stops your thoughts from being so busy or potentially worrying, ruminating. And self-care has to be practiced, and everybody has lots of different preferences. In order to feel nourished, part of my self-care is to do craft. Crafting for me consists of painting, drawing, crocheting, and making clothes, so sewing. And I really enjoy making something, being creative. So I am currently painting some very simple designs for cards, and this is a really lovely way for me to be able to sit still, to move much more slowly and mindfully, and to zero in on something where my thoughts can wander, but I'm not thinking of anything in particular. And I notice that my thoughts come in, and if I don't want to deal with whatever that thought is, it could be that I start thinking about work or something I've got to do. And I try very much to be mindful about, it's okay, now is not the time for that. So try and let it go, let it pass you by. You can't stop your thoughts from coming in, but you can stop yourself from holding on to that thought and it taking over that moment. So this is very much like going for a walk in nature, in the sense that you can notice certain things about what you're doing and what it feels like and how that makes you feel in connection to what you're doing. And I know that although painting can be quite stressful for me because I'm a perfectionist, or actually I'm now a recovering perfectionist, what I'm beginning to find about painting is when I let myself relax into it, I really do enjoy it. So the thoughts of, what if it's not perfect, still pop up. But nothing is perfect, especially when it comes to crafting. And each thing is slightly unique. So that is why I find it particularly helpful to just paint something that I know I will enjoy painting. And if I feel it's good enough, will be something that I've created to give to somebody else. And that sense of achievement at the end of it, but it's a really simple task. It doesn't take very long for me to design something and put it together. So what do you do for self-care? And does self-care look like going for a run? Does self-care look like having a massage, having a facial, being creative? Does self-care feel better for you when you are doing something for yourself or doing something with other people, because it can be something that is social. So self-care means a lot of different things to a lot of different people, but does it nourish you? That's the question. And I think that's what is important about thinking about your needs and nourishing yourself. So I just thought I'd talk about it today. And maybe you've got a very different view of what self-care looks like. If you've got any comments, let me know. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I get up to for my self-care.